y'all, welcome back to another episode of Steph's Design Space. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, thank you. Okay, so many people have been begging and begging, literally, for me to do another junk journal playing with me. So here we are, guys, junk journal time. I'm going to be using, the majority of the items are in the junk journal box that I offer every 3 months. And this video is coming out on Wednesday the 6th. The pre-order is supposed to be over on Tuesday. However, I will leave it open until Thursday for anybody who sees this and may want to pre-order the next junk journal box. So the items I'm going to be using are the ones that in the box that just came out. So they pre-ordered in January and got it in March. Because it takes 6 weeks, because I do the majority of this myself. So this is the spread I did with my on Zoom last week. So all of these items, every single item you see on here was in that box. Nothing on here was not in the box. So the gear, the key, I made this like all go together. The wax seal, there was a postcard from the 30s in there, tags, and all sorts of things, this paper clip included. So I thought it'd be fun to do another page with the items. Now I may add and incorporate a few things that were not in the box, but for the most part, I am pretty certain that I'll be able to use the items that were in the box. Now, one of the things that I am starting to include is actual vintage items. So this is a newspaper from 1954 that I purchased from a thrift store. So if you have not followed me for very long or haven't seen any of the junk journaling stuff, my husband and I go what we call treasure hunting, and to look for authentic vintage items to incorporate in the junk journals and to pass on to others like y'all. And so I am just going to tear this, and yeah, I think I'm gonna, I just like this side better, but I think I'm gonna do this side like this. I also included some ink and a dauber, so I'm gonna go ahead and just ink up these pages, just get the excess ink off of here. So I used that color, but I think I want to use a little bit different technique. I love how it kind of, even though I am dabbing on this peach color, it's picking up some of the orange, and I like that. Oh goodness, it picked up a lot of orange on that one. Let me be a little more selective here. And that's okay, because as with junk journaling, first of all, it's not about perfection, it's about fun. It does not have the same rules as we put upon ourselves in our planners a lot of times, right? Things can be crooked, things don't have to match, you can do whatever. I use my junk journal for actual journaling, and that's why I always have things that I can write on. So I can write whatever I want, how I'm feeling, if it's a verse that I really liked, if it was a quote that I saw that I liked. I can put that in here anywhere. So this is a double pocket, since I'm showing this. So it was an envelope that was in the box. So I just glued it down on 3 sides, made this a pocket to put items in, and then the envelope itself is a pocket. And so that is there. I also created this pocket. I can write on the back of this, and I can write on this postcard since it was not written on. So I do use it for journaling. I generally don't journal in it. Goodness, that was a lot to say. Until it is finished. So yes. Now, for paper to paper, I'm just going to use some tacky glue. I'm not going to use Fabrifix because that is not necessary. I'm going to use just this Aleene's tacky glue on here. I would generally just use a tape runner, but I am seriously afraid that if I tried to put a tape runner, because this paper is so fragile, that it would just tear the paper. So I'm just going to use glue, and it doesn't have to stick down all the way across. Like, it's nice to have it sticking up because you can tuck things under, you know, like when we do stickers and we put it down, and then after the fact we're like, oh man, I really wished, you know, I could move this sticker around or put something under it to layer it, and then the sticker won't come up or it tears the paper. You know what I'm talking about. You know the struggles. So it's good if it doesn't, you know, go down. Okay, this is a die cut, and if I am not nope, I didn't put it on here. It was on my other one. But this is a die cut that I made to go with it. I don't know what I want to do here yet. Let me just see all the items that I still have left. So here is another envelope that I made, and a lot of the tags and stuff were inside this envelope because everything I put in the box you can use, like every single thing. So this was in there. This was wrapped around some stuff, and this is like a cloth type. It's not paper, it is a cloth. This ribbon was in there, and you can use this ribbon for anything. Every box comes with a washi card, and I print different images on the card. So once you use all the washi tape, you have a pretty card that you can reuse or what have you. So I have the washi tape. So yes. So I am just, it's too wide to go that way. I'm thinking, which that in itself is dangerous. I'm thinking that I can put it like this. What's on this side? No, I don't want to do that. Sometimes you can just hook it on like that, you know, and just let it be a flip envelope, but I don't really want to do it on that side. However, I might be able to do this and then just have it to where it just comes open and I can stick items in there. That's an idea. Or I can tuck this in like I did the other one. I'm sorry. Okay, I am filming on something different. So I need y'all to be honest and tell me, is the quality better, the same, or worse? All the way around. Like, lighting was my big issue, and so I decided that I'm gonna try a different device and see if that helps with my lighting issue. Okay, what I am going to do with this is I'm going to make it like a flip. So I'm gonna take this washi that came in the box. Yep, that's good. And I'm gonna move this up a bit like that. So the key to when you're putting something like a tip in, you don't want the washi to go above or below. It needs to be even with come on, stick on my, you know what? I know I'm going to end up having, because I've touched this like 1,000 times already, so the sticky is not going to be there, so I may end up having to just glue it down, but we are going to try. So it's going to go halfway on my envelope, and then the other half of the washi is going on the page itself. Now this went too far, and what happens when you go too far like this, it won't flip theoretically, because this is stuck down. So I'm going to just take this off. And that in the long run will be much better. Now I also do it on this side because it just gives it an extra layer of protection and sticking. And as with all washi tape, oh, it went right on the edge, trying to find where it starts. Junk journaling to me is super relaxing, and it doesn't take, for me, it doesn't take a lot of pre-planning or pre-thinking or whatever. I just take all these little bits and pieces and turn it into a work of art that just makes me happy and gives me a nice place to journal and have my creative outlet. You know, planning was my creative outlet, and then it became part of my business. Like, I have to plan, and I know everyone has to plan if you're a planner, but it just became such a part of my business that yes, I still let my creative juices flow while I am planning. But I have to leave room for so many things, right? This, that, and the other. This, I don't have to leave room for anything. Like, if I want to decorate the whole entire page and not leave any room for writing, I can do that. Even though it's a journal, who cares? Like, who cares if a page is just to be beautiful and to look at? So in my mind, I'm all good with however you want to do a junk journal. There's no rules. There's no rules. None at all. Okay, so here is, I'm going to set these stickers to the side because they get mixed up in these papers and I will forget about them, because forgetting is my superpower. What is your superpower? Like, seriously, forgetting is mine. I would say, and I'm proud of it. I'm not sure that's something to be proud of, but it is my life. I forget things. So there's that. Okay, so I'm going to take this and put it down here, and I'm not going to do anything with it yet. These stickers also come, so every box comes with 4 sticker sheets, and it goes with the theme, colors, etc. So I'm going to set those up there. Okay, in this one I had all kinds of little bits and pieces of ephemera and tags. And I'm just gonna stick some stuff in here. I'm not saying it's gonna stay, but it definitely, it's an idea. It's like, okay, that can go there. This is like a stamp from 𝓗𝓪𝓹𝓹. So that's interesting. So I can put that somewhere if I want to. This is just a blank card. Again, great journaling space. I can glue this down on one side, decorate the outside, put some lines or not in here. And actually I may do that on this side. I may make this. Let's go ahead and just commit to that, right? Because there's no overthinking and there's no rules. And at the end of the day, I mean, there's a few pages that after I'm done, I'm like, not my favorite. And that's okay. Most of them, though, I absolutely love and adore. Okay, so I was thinking about like having her stand on the edge of this frame. Let's just leave that and see what happens. And okay, these stickers, okay, maybe not. I'm honestly really leaning towards this little fairy on the frame. So I think I'm gonna do that instead. Honestly, she looks cute up there. Okay. I should have inked this up before I laid her down, but I didn't, so I'm gonna do it now. But I want, and I said I was gonna try to use mostly everything on the box, and I am, but let's be real. I have so many things over here, and I know I'm in my junk journal cabinet, and so I'm trying to be still, but it's gonna make the camera wobble a bit until I get my item out that I'm looking for. So please forgive the wobble. Okay. All right, so I've just got some of this ink that I got from my sister. These makeup brushes are amazing and can be very expensive, but I heard from 𝓗𝓪𝓹𝓹𝓂 that she got hers at the Dollar Tree. So I went and checked the Dollar Tree, and lo and behold, and they had 3 different sizes for $1. These, if you buy them at like Michael's or Joann's, it's $10 for a pack of 2, maybe 3, I don't remember, but still. Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree is where it's at. So yes, check out the Dollar Tree. Let me see. I know you're like, a fairy and a lady who is carrying a suitcase, like they don't go together. No, they don't, and that's the glory of this. But I don't like her up there. It looks off. So I'm not going to put her up there, and I can save her for another time. Since I'm using glue, I might as well just keep on keeping on. And it doesn't take much, and this glue isn't that expensive. It's not like art glitter glue. Art glitter glue is expensive. I mean, it's great, but it is a little pricey. And if anybody knows me, I am all about not pricey. So we're gonna go with that. And I'm going to take some of these butterflies. Just do like that. Take this one. And where do I want to put this one? I don't want to do that. It's too matchy-matchy. If I go that way, though, maybe not. Okay, that's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Here is a little card. I don't want to cover that up, so I'm not going to use that one. Here is, that is super cute. I don't know if y'all can see that, but it's like a butterfly, but it has a lady in the middle. So I'm going to put that up here, but I'm going to wait just in case I find something that I want to layer, because I want to see how it would look. Oh, this is funny. This is a sneak peek into the next box. I did a sneak peek on my Zoom. If y'all are not following, I mean, if you're not part of my Facebook group, you may want to check that out, because that is where you see a lot of sneak peeks of my stuff. That's where you will get information about like junk journals, like when they come out and things like that. So if you're not following, I mean, if you're not a member of my Facebook group, it's in the description down below. Go and request to be a member. Just let me know that you heard it on the YouTube, because I have to be careful who I let in. I mean, you know how it is. There's creepers everywhere. Okay, let me see. Oh, I kind of like those colors together. What about this? Now, I will say I don't typically like a lot of white blank space in my junk journals, so I will do a lot of layering and what have you. So that's why you'll see me like doing stuff like that, because I don't like a lot of white space. Okay, I am going to just tack this down a little bit. I like the texture that it gives it right there, and I don't want it to get tore. And the same thing here. So just a spot of glue. Sorry, I am nowhere near British. Put that down there. So I have this. I'm gonna leave this here for journaling. Let's see. Oh, there's another sneak peek over there. That's too funny. Okay, I have more stickers, but they're on clear. Ooh, I am just loving these greens. Okay, let me see. If I do that and I layer it like that. Let me do that first. Okay, so I'm going to glue this down. And y'all, I mean, when I say, you know, junk journaling originated with people using junk, stuff that most people would throw in the trash or what have you. And I do have quite a bit of that type of stuff. Because if it appeals to me, or if I feel like, oh my gosh, that can be used for whatever, I will save it. So I have a whole pile of what some people might consider trash over here. I don't consider it trash, but other people might. Okay, I want some texture on this page. And I'm thinking that this piece of lace, but I'm going to cut it in half. So I'm just going to cut it down the middle. It's kind of easy on this piece because it's almost like there's guides to it. Right down the middle. And I don't know if I want it here or if I want it at the top. Oh, I'm thinking I like it at the top. Okay, so I'm going to leave that there just so I can kind of look at it, get used to it, see if it's truly what I want. Okay, this green rose. And these stickers I create myself. Everything in here is curated by me. Oh, I love how my clear stickers, you can still see the words coming through it. I love my clear sticker paper. If y'all followed me for any time, you know that I love my clear sticker paper. Like, there should never be a doubt in anybody's mind how I feel about my sticker paper, my clear sticker paper. Okay, I don't know if this is a sticker or not. Sometimes it is so hard to tell sometimes, because this was just some ephemera that I threw in. I don't think that it is, so we're just going to glue it down. And if one day it just peels off, then I will know. Okay, I'm gonna do it like that, and then once it's dry, I may take, I should have done it beforehand, but I didn't realize it until I set it down. That's really bright white. So once it's dry and it doesn't move around, no, I could probably do it now. I'm just going to take some of this green ink and just kind of distress it up. I always say gunk it up. I know that sounds like a terrible word, but I don't know. It's what I feel like I'm doing. So I can just put this on there and voila, it is no longer bright white and it looks like it fits the whole motif a little bit better. So going with that. All right, I'm gonna use this key. Where are my tweezers? I keep moving the stuff around on my desk trying to find better ways. Okay, so that key is gonna go right there. I need or want something like right here, and I don't know what. I don't know. Okay, I do like that at the top. I need to layer something here, and I may not have what I want in this pile. I may have to look elsewhere. Oh, maybe that. I don't know why I'm still holding the tweezers. Like this, I cut off of a card that's on the other side, but I kept it like, it's not trash. It's usable. See how usable that is? Just like that. And just like that, I have something to add to that side. And it was just something I cut off of. It was the card that I put in there. So on the front of the card, I have like a saying, and then on the inside of the card, tells you all the items in the junk journal. So, but it wouldn't fit all the way with it like this. So I cut it off, and lo and behold, it has proved useful because that's there. And then I'm going to put this lace up at the top. And what else do we have? Okay, I have this. And maybe, nope, that's one right there. I don't want to have two. Okay, this will work. That's upside down because there's writing. And so maybe I do like that. Yes, I like that. Okay, so it's just layering, and I know people are like, why do you cover stuff up? It's layering, it's texture, it's pretty. I like it. That's why I do it. And everybody has their own techniques and their own ways of doing things. I mean, I follow a lot of different people on Instagram that do junk journaling, and everybody does it different. Everybody uses different things and items, and some of it's not even junk journaling as much as it is just collaging. That's their relaxation, right? So, okay, I am going to use Fabrifix on the lace because it's fabric. So, Fabrifix works better when you have fabric or leather or something other than paper. And I'm trying to get it down in there. And again, the whole thing does not have to be glued. We just want it to stay on the paper. But I do want it to go down in there a bit. Just a hair. I guess I need more glue. A dot. A smidge. It's not going to want to stay very well. I'm going to have to kind of hold it. There. I think that is a tad better. Okay, now I'm going to trim this and there we go. So just texture. just texture. And it's gonna stick up a little bit on the top. And I like that. I like things that kind of stick up and don't, you know, lay down perfectly. I like it. All right, so I'm done with this side. I do have a place to write. I can write on here, and I can always add a tip in like I did right there. All right, let's flip this. And now, what are we going to do? All right, I really like the lady, so I'm gonna see if I can use her. Phyllis, 𝓗𝓪𝓵 bride. Ooh, that would be cool, right? This could be Phyllis, and she is traveling. Miss Phyllis Juanita. Okay, that's her name. So she's traveling so she can get married. Who's she marrying? Does it say? Oh, Carl Martin Swenson. Oh, how cool. Okay, so Miss Phyllis and Carl tied the knot. Okay, I don't want to, I am going to tear this a bit. Not that I have to tear much. And I don't want to get rid of that. So we are going to definitely keep it. I'm trying to just see, and I don't want any words hanging off because I want to be able to see them all. All right, so we're gonna glue this down right here. I don't want to use Fabrifix because it is a little more expensive and it's just for other things. Now, do that. See how interesting this can be? Like, I don't know this woman's name. She probably don't have a name. She is a die cut. But putting her with this, she now has a name and a story. And I think that is so freaking cool. So cool. Miss Phyllis has a story. I want to say these are stickers, but I can't remember either. So within 20 minutes, we'll find out, because you know it's that long before you can figure something out, because half the time, if it's a sticker and the stuff doesn't come up, I don't think they are. The backing, though, kind of feels like it should be, but it's just not coming up very well. I'm gonna try one more little time as I trip around over all the stuff on this desk. So I'm gonna try it. Okay, it is absolutely not a sticker. All right, Miss Phyllis. So we're gonna make sure her feet stay grounded. Okay. There we go. I love that so much. So much. How much? So much. All right, I am going to take a little bit of this green and kind of incorporate it over here. I know I like inked up the page and it's perfectly fine. I like that, but this was just a bit too bright for me right over here on the side. But not knowing what I was going to put down, I just left it until I knew what I was going to put down, until I figured it out. All right, so we have that. I want to put this key right down here at the bottom, because I don't want to have to glue that down per se, but I need it to kind of stay stuck down. So that's what we're going to do. And I don't know how this will look on here, but there is really only one way to find out, because it may be, yeah, it's gonna make it too dark. Okay, so that just goes back over here. I don't think the green will work, so I'm not gonna do any of that. However, Miss Phyllis got married. It is a happy day, and I am going to see if inking this up makes me a little happier, and then we're gonna use that. And I couldn't have planned this any better if I tried. Like creating a whole story and storyline. That's awesome. See, stuff like that makes me super happy. Just reminds me of, I don't know, like being young and having that imagination, and you're not cynical and tainted by the world. Like, this can really take me back to a simpler and happier time. Okay, that I like. And the thing is I'm using the same stuff, but my pages cannot look any different. And I'm okay with that too. Like, that to me is awesome. Sometimes I like for them to resemble each other more. Sometimes I don't. It just depends. But I'm not giving up this little story I got going here. So that is how I'm going to decorate that. Let's... kind of give this some color because it is blindingly white. And we don't do white. Well, on some things I probably would, depending on what the theme was, right? But no white on these pages. I'm just gonna make sure. There we go. And I'm gonna write on that. Once I write on it, it will work and look better. So now I have an idea, and I don't know how it's gonna work. So I was practicing with my wax melts. So what I want to do, so that kind of stays closed. I just don't want to cover this up. So I'm only going to glue down the bottom. You know what? I am going to use Fabrifix. I'm going to glue down just the bottom part of this. Like right there. And once that's good and secure, then I can just take and pop that right underneath that wax melt, and it will be like a little closure type thing. Okay, what else do we have? We have so many sneak peeks of the next journal that got mixed up in here when I was doing my little plan with me. Okay, I have this that I'm going to turn into a tag. Where's my scissors? There they are. Oh, you know what? I'm not going to turn it into a tag like that. I am going to turn it into a tag like this, since I have lace on that side, and that's a good way to incorporate lace on this side. Oops. So I'm just going to cut it. I know it already has the hole there, but that doesn't matter. So a tag, by definition, is something that has a way to pull it. So it can be string, it can be lace, it could be paper, just something that is attached to the top. So by definition, that's what a tag is. So I'm going to put just a tad of glue. And I do want it to stick up a bit. So I'm just going to put a little bit on this side, but only at the top, so it sticks up a bit more. Again, no rules. It's the greatest. Okay, so I made a little tag, and I'm just going to leave this to dry for a moment. It generally doesn't take Fabrifix that long to dry. Okay, so now that is kind of, and once I close the book and everything, it will be good to go. Okay, on this page I have this flower sticker, so I'm not gonna tear it. There we go. We're gonna put it down here. Well, this paper is definitely not planner paper, and it's not going to come up without tearing the paper. We will make adjustments, and we will lose the stuff that I'm planning with. Okay, I know I had my knife, my little X-Acto cutter. Where did it go? On the floor, where it does not belong. All right, so this is the only unhappy piece. So that's fine, I understand. I'm just gonna take you right on off. Right on off, thank you. I'm trying to help you out, sir, ma'am. Okay, I glued Miss Phyllis down really well. Usually I try not to. I am happy that I'm using up sticker sheets. Ooh, no, it's too much writing and it's different, so I'm not gonna put that. I like this though. This would look good tucked in under Miss Phyllis here, except I glued her down really well. I'm gonna pop her up a little bit. Because Stephanie is heck bent on putting this under. Don't ask me why, I don't know. It's because it's what I want, because that's what looks good to me. And all of these, like this, and I did create myself. All right, we don't do white edges, so I know there's like enough on here to gunk that up a little bit. Okay, that's better. And now I gotta do Miss Phyllis's shoe again. Okay, now this is bugging me a tad. I wonder what would happen I mean, nothing's going to happen if I just glue that down and call it a day. I don't want to cover this up because that is Miss Phyllis's story, and I'm not going to cover up her story. So I'm just going to lay this right here. Again, it is just to give it some texture. It makes it look good. It ties that in. Now I do have my journaling spot here, and I'm gonna take this out and put this in, And then I have this gentleman who was the preacher at Miss Phyllis's wedding, so he's going to be in there as well. And this is their guest book. So that's going to go in right there. Like, how amazing. So all of those tie into Miss Phyllis's wedding. And then this is just all the things that I did on this side, because I did this side before Miss Phyllis got married. So that is that. Now this, let's see, this needs a little something something. Oh, let me take the guest book. I'm trying to see which way the writing is. I do not like the guest book. So the preacher, I think that'd be better. The preacher. Okay. Now the preacher who married them can be on this side. There we go, Miss Phyllis. And this needs a bit of color since I do have some color over here. So we're going to use this up here. And these doilies are so stinking cute. I actually have a die cut machine and made a bunch of them. Love, love, love them. I'm going to use them in mini of planners. Mini of planters. Planters? No. Planners? Yes. Let me see. Those are too dark. Too dark. I mean, it's not like I don't have 1,000 sticker books around here somewhere. I'm just trying not to get up. So I'm not going to. Let's just take this piece of doily I found, color it a little because we're not doing white, and I'm going to color it on here and not my desk. And let me get this, and then I think I'm going to be done, y'all. So let me know again if the quality was any different or any better, worse, what have you, sound, lights, etc. And so I'm trying to do something a little bit better than what I have been doing, because I watched my YouTube video and I was not at all impressed with how the lighting kept changing. So anyway, doing something a bit different, let me know. Okay. Let me put that down. And now I think I can use like this sticker on there since it's not too dark. I didn't stick it on properly. That's not the perfect, but it's not too bad either. All right, so this is the junk journal with authentic items that I have made and curated myself. So if you have not already, don't forget to like and subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss anything. And until next time, y'all have a blessed day. Bye.